Here are 9 custom careers for base game as requested by a subscriber. Some of these ideas use a sales table. The debug base game ones can be found on the gallery by searching Sims Sessions table. I also use the Ask for a Loan interaction. This requires Charisma level 7 for small loans and level 9 for large loans. Number 1, Carpenter. Start on an empty lot with a woodworking table. From there, build a home from scratch using furniture you've crafted. For example, don't use a build-buy tub. Craft one and use that. When the home is built and fully functional, there are a couple of ways to sell it. Either move to another empty lot and sell the furnishings, or simulate the house buying process. To do this, before you build, meet a sim or a family and become good enough friends with them to ask for a loan. Take this as a deposit. After you've built the house, ask the family to move in. Then move out to an empty lot and take some of their household funds with you. I based it off how much the home was worth and added 10,000 to it. If the family had enough to cover the whole cost, I would repay the loan, returning their deposit. If they didn't, I took all their money and didn't return their loan. Base game has a limited amount of furniture you can craft, but with Lil Miss Sam's More Woodworks mod, you'll be able to craft every item for a functional home. Number 2, Career Thief. There's a wheel for this one, linked below. Place a crime boss household, then as your main sim, target and case out homes to hit. When you choose one, become friends with all the residents. Then visit the family at dusk. Spin the wheel for 3 items to steal, and when the family goes to bed, try to steal all the items before dawn. Sell the stolen items on a sales table. Items that go into the household inventory can be sold on the table if it can be placed on top. If you manage to swipe all 3 items, gift the crime boss 100 simoleons. If you don't, sell what you have and gift the boss the most you can afford. You probably won't be able to steal all 3 items for a lot of reasons, but that is by design. I don't think a real crime boss would make things easy. With the new Sticky Fingers aspirations, you can adjust this to make it more difficult. Number 3, on-tour comedian. Make sure every world has at least one bar, lounge, or nightclub with a stage or microphone. For base game, you might want to put one in every neighborhood. Once the lots are placed, start leveling your comedy skill and composing comedy routines. When you have enough, start a tour by visiting a new venue every night and performing a comedy show. You will get paid based on how good and long the routine is and by how many sims watch your performance. But be careful. I've lost 3 sims to hysteria playing this way. Number 4, family painter. Get your painting skill to level 3, then visit houses and use paint from reference to capture family members while they're doing something natural. Aim for a couple of portraits of each family member. If you can, paint them in a group, but this isn't always easy to do. Painting can take a bit of time, especially if you're using an easel, so you might want the always welcome trait to fulfill your needs while you're there. In my playtesting, I hung prettiest paintings on the walls in the home and sold the rest. Number 5, street photographer. Visit different public lots with a camera and try to catch sims displaying different emotions or doing interesting things. Keep the best and most valuable photos in a gallery and sell the rest to a publication. Number 6, struggling artist. Start with one sim, an open field, no money, and an instrument your sim will have to stick with. They cannot learn another instrument. Through royalties and tips, earn enough money to build one room of a house. Then add another sim who plays a different instrument and build 2 new rooms. Keep going for each instrument you have access to. Number 7, fitness guru. Get energized and make healthy foods and drinks to sell while you're at the gym. Once you've maxed your fitness skill, become friends with other gym goers and ask them for a loan. Use that as a payment for personal training and mentor them when they're using exercise equipment. In my playtesting, I offered 3 training sessions for a small loan and 10 sessions for a large loan. With the mentoring system revamp, you can now use the loan method for almost any skill. At the time of this video, paid mentoring appears to be bugged, but you can always ask a sim for a loan and provide a set number of sessions for them by clicking on an object and selecting the mentoring interaction. Number 8, butler. Move in with a family and be their butler by cleaning, cooking, taking care of the kids, garden, and home. Use the household funds as necessary, but do not play as the other sims. Set up some boundary rules. For example, the family cannot be mean to you or invade your privacy. If they break them 4 times, quit by moving into another household to be their butler. Number 9, not a solicitor. Go to public lots and chat up someone romantically. Woohoo with them, then ask them for a loan. If they don't give it, argue with them until you can fight. Unfortunately, Sims can only give you one loan. But if you end up doing house calls, you can permanently borrow some items from their home to sell as payment. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any requests for future videos, drop them in the comments. I'll get to them as fast as I can. I'll be uploading builds for the new Businesses and Hobbies pack, so follow me on the gallery if you're interested.